Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Meme and Die podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Musio, and I'm joined by my fellow Infectious co-host, Cord Gamer.
What is with all these adjectives, man? Infectious? What is that supposed to mean? What does the viewer even tell that about me?
That you have an STD.
And my other co-host,
Like,
Noc.V.
How's it going?
like, bro, you're the only one that's sick, dog. Like, you're the only infectious one, you know?
That's why. Okay, so that's why I thought of it, though. That's why I thought of Infectious. I was like, man, I'm sick as balls.
See, which
man.
is why you would go, and my other non-infectious co-hosts. See, that would make a lot more sense.
My non-infectious co-host. Dude, we've been in a call together. Come on, we're practically all contagious at this point.
No.
Yes. Anyways, y'all know our deal. If you don't, then I'm sorry. We're not explaining it to you. We're gonna do the weird little questions and oh gosh, I can't remember what week it was, but a couple weeks ago I asked you both, or I guess all three of us, what was something that you hate? And so now I want to do the polar opposite, and I want you to tell us about something that you love.
I love you.
Oh, thank you, man. I love you too.
I love your mom.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It did not take long, did it?
Hey,
Listen, that was the
say.
easiest setup of my life. I didn't even have to try.
No, that was a very sweet thing to say. Okay, I'm glad that you like my mom because I like my mom too.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Talked about things that we love.
I love my mom too.
Oh, okay. Were you going to say something else that you loved?
Yeah. Nutter Butters, man.
You love Nutter Butters.
I love Nutter Butters. They're so good.
Wow.
Having a bad day, go out to a store, give me a Nutter Butter. Fantastic day now.
That's all that you need, a Nutter Butter? That like it's like the Uno reverse card for your mood? Like, you're going to be having the shittiest day on earth and you're just like, someone drops a Nutter Butter in your hand. You're like, you know what? This is the best day on earth now.
Yes, it is. Also,
I'll keep that in mind.
Another thing I want to note, I've taken a lot of like medicine to like make my throat not hurt.
Yeah.
So if I start losing it, that's why. Also, I have cough drops in my mouth like constantly. So if you hear that, that's what that is. Okay, moving on. The next thing is something that a viewer suggested that we do.
Yeah, we weren't actually going to realistically answer that question.
Do what?
There was something you wanted to realistically answer for that question, Noc?
Well, I mean, I had a chance to think about it. I was just stalling.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Noc. Tell us. What do in fact you do love, Noc?
Wait, you don't love me?
You don't love me. I know you were just stalling. So what do you actually love?
It was an easy answer. It doesn't mean it's not true, but it's an
ripping out my heart and crushing it, man.
No, you don't mean it now. You're only saying that to stall. What do you actually love, Noc? Let's get to who's the real Noc? What does Noc really love?
Yes. Jesus fucking Christ! Now, you put
Jesus Christ! I didn't know you were religious like that. He loves Jesus fucking Christ. So is that like Jesus masturbating, or is like what are we talking about here? I'm so confused.
Oh man!
Listen, Noc, choose your words carefully. All right, that's all I can say.
I'm gonna blow my nose just so I can get rid of all those toxins that Cord just spit into my brain.
Where is that? What is that? Sorry, just something Cord like said just then, just totally triggered like a memory. Where is that from? Choose your next words wisely. They may be your last as king.
No idea.
That sounds crazy. That's epic, man.
It's from 300.
That makes sense.
Did you watch 300 recently?
I did actually just watch 300. That's too fucking funny.
Oh, there you go.
I did actually.
That's hilarious.
Threw it on the TV at like 5 a.m. Saturday morning. So, you know.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, pulled it on.
So that was real recent. Really recent.
Yeah, pulled it on.
We're all on the same fucking wavelength, aren't we? Maybe that's why he said it originally.
No, I wasn't even trying to reference that.
No, it's just subconscious.
Yeah, it was subconscious.
Dang.
That's too funny.
All right, Noc, what do you love?
Okay, well, now I'm actually given the chance to actually answer this.
Yes.
Now, are you guys going to actually answer it, or are you just...
I've said Nutter Butter. I love Nutter Butter.
Okay, Jesus Christ, okay.
Are you just going to say your answer, Noc? Jesus, like talk about stalling. I thought you were ready. Now you're stalling. Keeping me
No,
on the
it's
edge
just
of
like
my
I feel
seat,
like you
giving me
guys,
blue
you
balls
guys are
here.
all joking. And I'm thinking about it like a real answer to this. And I know Cole's not going to ever say a real answer to it.
No, of course
and
not.
now I've like
Noc, I
hyped it
feel
up way
like-
too much, and it's just a simple thing.
It's all good.
Noc, I feel like
it's all good.
you're overthinking.
You're
this.
overthinking.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just
I love
state what-
barbecuing.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey,
See.
Beers, burgers, and
Ladies,
bros. It doesn't get better
ladies.
than that.
get you a man like Noc. That's true. That's king shit right there.
What you been barbecuing, man?
Last time I went barbecue, we're thinking of doing some barbecuing tomorrow. Take the day off work.
Hell yeah.
What I actually really, really like barbecuing recently is lamb.
Ooh, I
Lamb
like
is
lamb.
awesome. It's
Heck
really
yeah.
it's really annoying because like in America, lamb generally always comes from New Zealand, and something about New Zealand lamb kind of just tastes kind of weird to me. But I found recently the grocery store near us, Maya, they actually have like locally sourced lamb, and it's just so much better.
There you go, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like me some lamb. Do you like shawarma?
Oh God. Yes, but I haven't had a good place to get it. This is one of the things that I totally miss about Australia is you cannot find. I've never, not once found a decent Mediterranean place that serves decent. Well, in Australia we would call them kebabs, but essentially what it is like shawarma with like Turkish bread and onion and lettuce and tomato.
Ooh. Ooh.
And the meat, I don't know what it is about it, but in America, it's just nowhere near as good quality as what you would find in Australia. It's just something about like the texture of it is just crap here.
Interesting. I feel like that might be consistent, like across countries. Pardon me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's different in different states because I've only ever had
maybe
stuff in Michigan, and maybe if I find myself in a state a bit further away, maybe it'd be different. I'd be absolutely down to try.
Well, I was gonna say whenever I went to both Costa Rica and to Ireland, the food, like the meat there, was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if it wasn't prepared the best, like Ireland, y'all got some bland ass food. I'm gonna say it right now. Y'all got to step up your spice game. But the raw ingredients on their own, amazing. So like I don't know. It could just be like
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something to do with American agricultural techniques that just kills food somehow.
Maybe.
This is a theory that I've had for a really long time.
If you hand me a burger though, I don't care where it's from. It's a burger, man. I
Yeah, that's because it's like literally just ground meat.
Yeah.
I mean, to an
Also
extent,
cooked
like taste
and
could be different.
seasoned. Come on now. Don't be taking away from the art of a good burger.
Fair enough.
True.
Fair enough.
Maybe you haven't had enough bad burgers in your life.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of burgers, have you ever heard of like the Arby's doing the Wagyu burger?
Wait, what?
The what you burger?
Wagyu?
Wagyu.
You don't know what Wagyu is?
Dude.
Of course I do, but for the sake of our audience, you should explain what this rare cut of Japanese beef cattle breed is.
Oh my god, this guy.
No, it's kind of funny because, like, generally speaking, making burgers out of Wagyu is like the stupidest thing you can do because burgers need to have like a very specific ratio of like fat to actual like muscle meat, and Wagyu specifically is like this incredibly high fat content type of meat, and when you make burgers out of it, you're controlling the ratio of fat to meat. So it's like there's no point in making burgers out of Wagyu. But that's kind of like a side point. You would think that a burger from Arby's would be kind of like shit, but they are actually like one of the best fast food burgers I've ever had.
What? I've never had a good experience at Arby's, man. I've had it like twice, and both times it made me. I had jet butt like crazy, man.
Yeah, for the most part, I don't like Arby's like general foods. Like the sandwiches are kind of crap, except for the smoked brisket one. I don't mind that, but and it's I say that, but it's like what they have is like nowhere near smoked what actual smoked brisket is like, but still, their burger is like up to scratch with some restaurant burgers.
Dang. Okay then. I might have to retry that then.
Cap.
You reckon?
You just had a really good random burger from Arby's, or you were really hungry or something.
Go fuck it. Okay, either it's a really random location that continuously makes fucking banger burgers, but I had one about a week ago, and then I had one about 20 minutes ago, and they were both perfectly cooked, pretty decently thick. But one thing that I fucking hate about burgers is that they overcook the shit out of them. And there's no rare. I mean, to an extent, you don't want burgers to be rare, but you at least want them to be pink so that they maintain their juiciness. This burger, the both times that I've had them, they've been pretty decently pink inside. Not overcooked, not undercooked. Absolutely perfect.
Interesting.
And I've just gone on for a rant for the last fucking 6 minutes about cooking food.
You've made me hungry now, and now I'm thinking about the idea of doing a Wagyu steak burger.
Now that could be good.
That sounds amazing right now.
Like this whole Arby's Wagyu burger shit is dumb. It is very dumb because you shouldn't use Wagyu for making burgers. But Wagyu steaks, literally the best thing I've ever eaten. It was like I can't remember. It was like a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago. I ordered Wagyu A5 imported from Japan, and it was the best fucking meat I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's what she said.
Wow, Moosey's just on it with these random one-liners.
That's perfect.
Thanks, man. It's the sickness. It helps. You got to get down with the sickness, if you know what I'm saying.
I digress.
All right. The next thing that we're going to do is a viewer requested thingy. And we're going to do our top 10 favorite video games.
Also because the news is a little dry today or this week.
Yeah, news is a little bit...
Y'all are boring. Yeah. I don't want to talk about random falling off YouTuber on a ukulele for an hour today. So, we're going to do this.
Okay. We can do that briefly, though, because I got like none of that. I saw it happen and I was just like, oh, this looks like some petty BS that I don't want to look into. So I didn't. So maybe tell me a little bit about that. But for now, top 10 games. I went into this list thinking about games that I would recommend somebody who is like either never played games or is like kind of like, played a game once and I didn't like it.
Wait a minute.
Well, they're also games that are like my favorites, and so like if I told my friend to like go play these games, then we could talk about it, and I would like know a lot about it, and like that, right? Like these are games that I absolutely love. I don't think
recommendability should be a part of it. If like your like top 10 favorite game is Pokemon 3D Black and White, but it's super inaccessible, and it's just because you like it, it should be on your number 10 spot. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, shut your mouth right now and let me just say my list.
All right, fine, whatever. All right, number 10, music. What inhabits the number 10 spot?
I don't have these in any particular order, but the first one on my list is Castle Crashers. I like the music. The gameplay is simple. The art style is super fun. There's a lot of like funny quips and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good at teaching you how to play. Like, I mean, it's a simple game and it's simple fun. We booted up before as a group and just been like, we got nothing else to do. Let's play some Castle Crashers. It's great fun. Next on the list is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This one is more just my bias because I played the crap out of this game as a kid, not online, but just the campaigns. I fell in love with the game and I freaking love it.
So you're recommending it because of the campaign or because of the multiplayer?
Honestly, everything. I really like the gunplay in the game. The movement's pretty fun. Like,
wait, stop. Stop.
You've offended the Call of Duty fucking elitist.
No. First off, no. Fuck off. Second off,
yes, that's exactly what's happening. Hello?
No, that's not what. I said second off. You didn't let me finish. Second off.
Okay, go.
You got to do this one at a time, man. 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8. Don't just run down your fucking list.
Okay.
So you're talking for like 15
great
minutes.
idea.
Exactly.
Thank you. Wow, all the
Dude,
hate.
yeah.
No one thinks I have any good ideas. Everyone thinks I'm just a hater. Jesus.
To be fair, you usually don't have good ideas.
I'll mention my number 10.
All of my ideas are good. You just don't know it yet.
That's false.
I'll mention my number 10.
Biggest cap I've ever heard.
All right.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much for the same reasons. Just it's an overwhelmingly fun gunplay wise, multiplayer wise. It's just a very fun game.
Yeah.
All right.
Cord, what's your number 10?
Number 10.
I swear to God, if it's Black Ops 2.
Number 10. This is a game I recommend no one start off with. This is a game I realize is a bad game, but it's still up here.
Okay.
Numero Diaz 10. Dark Souls 2.
Oh god. All right. Yeah. Explain this one.
My first Dark Souls game. And no, I haven't beat Dark Souls 1, but out of 2 and 3. Actually, wait, I'm stupid. Bloodborne exists. Number 10 is Bloodborne. I forgot Bloodborne existed when I was making this list. Bloodborne is an amazing game. It's the best of the Dark Souls franchise.
Dang.
I've heard so many good things about it. If there's any game that might get me into the Souls universe, it would be Bloodborne.
Interesting.
That's fair, I guess. It's a little bit. It's. I feel like it's a good game, but it's a great game when you've had previous experience with the Souls game, so you can notice what they've done to change and like how it's different.
Yes, that makes sense. But I mean, wouldn't the reverse be true? Like you would play Bloodborne and then play this like Dark Souls and see how they've changed it.
I mean, yeah, but it'd be going from a better experience to a lesser experience, in my opinion. And they're both great games, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, fair.
Like Dark Souls is great, but like the agility of Bloodborne and how it encourages aggressive play styles just makes it a more fun combat system. And I'm just a sucker for like 1840s British Charles Dickens universe-esque with fucking cosmic horror, and it's just like, oh, it's wonderful. Great game.
That sounds good.
All right. Next on my list.
No, you already said you already said number 9. Your 9 is Black Ops 2.
You go.
So I go to my number 9 then?
Yep, number 9.
Yeah,
number 9.
Number 9.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't know you're a Metal Gear Solid nerd over here.
I'm not really. I'm actually not. I've played Metal Gear Solid 1 and I actually played Metal Gear Solid 2 first.
Okay.
Something about that game, like I played it as a kid and I must have been like 12, 13 years old, maybe 14, maybe 13. But like none of the like messaging really clicked to me until I played it when I was a lot older, and the commentary on, I guess, I like a lot of the philosophical stuff about like government and control and artificial intelligence just blew my fucking mind.
Fun. All right then, Cord. How about you?
Number 9 is gonna have to go to Halo 2.
Ooh, good choice. All right.
Yep, the famous sequel, one of the greatest sequels of all times, commercially and literally. Great campaign, great multiplayer that grew on me as my computer for about a period of 3 months could only run Halo 2 with 60 frames per second. So I had got to grew an appreciation for its multiplayer, even some of its button combos too. Got my BXR down pretty nasty.
Okay, then. There you go.
All right. Number 8.
Number 8. Again, these are in no particular order on my end. So
number 8.
Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I know it's not been out for very long.
Have you beat it?
Honestly, no. But it's because I keep finding new things to do, and so I just like ADHD and go do the new thing. But the story so far God, it's amazing. Like, it's so much more well written than Breath of the Wild was. There's a lot more depth. It is kind of like, at some points, it does feel like a copy paste of Breath of the Wild, but then Breath of the Wild was also pretty great, and so that just helps this game, I guess, perform better. I've been having a lot of joy playing the game. Like, I don't think I've had a session where I played the game for like an hour or two, and then I come away and I'm like, man, I hate this game. Or like, man, I didn't have fun. No, every single time that I've done it, like, it's been fun. Soundtrack is beautiful. The puzzles are fun and intriguing and like challenging enough that I'm like, oh, I got to use some brain cells, and I really like it. So it's up here.
All right.
Number 8.
Yeah. No, number 7.
Number 8. Right.
8?
Yeah. We said 8.
Oh,
We're 8.
man.
Number 8. Noc.
GTA 5.
This is white. Man.
What the?
Okay.
Wow. Two games that I didn't expect to be on this list for you at all. Being blindsided over here.
Yeah. GTA 5, I think, was one of the best stories in a GTA game that I've ever seen. The mechanic of switch, I don't know if this was in GTA 4, but the mechanic of switching between 3 main characters and having them all kind of intertwine is like a really, really cool mechanic, or at least like storytelling device. In terms of how big the game was, how interactive the game was. Incredibly good. Even though I've never played GTA 5 online.
Wow.
Interesting.
All right.
What about you, Cord?
Number 8. Hollow Knight. A game I more recently played.
Good pick.
But it is just the pinnacle of Metroidvania design, and
There you go.
it's just amazing. Who knew a little game about a little guy killing bugs could have so much technical depth and lore behind it? Like, bro, there's
music.
frame perfect skips to like stupid abilities for a game about killing bugs. Insane. And the music is as well completely perfect.
God, it's
Great game.
It's beautiful. That soundtrack is like really well. What's the word?
Designed,
Oh my gosh.
created, choreographed.
No. There's a word
Moody.
for like whenever you have a lot of unique instruments. I guess it just has good instrumentation. I think that's the word.
There you go. Good instrumentation.
It's great. I love it. Yeah. All right.
number
Next up for me,
7.
this is number 7. We got Portal 2.
Okay.
I almost put that on my list.
Yeah, so Portal 1, honestly, you play it back nowadays, and it kind of shows its age. It's not the best thing in the world. But Portal 2, oh my God. Dude, I'll boot up Portal 2 any day of the week, right? And I'll play that with friends.
Yeah.
It's the best. The co-op in Portal 2, like, if you've played it a bajillion times, like, of course, you're going to know all the solutions and stuff, but, like, it's a lot of fun. Like, going through it for like your first like 3 playthroughs with like all different people, it's so much fun. I love doing it. Whenever I'm desperate and I'm just like, I don't know what game I want to play, I'll boot up Portal 2.
Have you guys ever seen there's like videos going around of like somebody replaced the voice of GLaDOS in Portal with the TikTok text-to-speech voice?
Oh my God, yeah. No.
It is the most funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's so... like, it feels appropriate for the character, but
it feels appropriate for the character, but it's also like it feels scary. It's scarier to me.
Yeah. No, it's weird for sure.
That's too funny. You know, still haven't beat Portal 2. Co-op or otherwise.
What? Dude, we should do that tonight. I'm so down to play Portal 2. You have no idea. I love that game so much, dude.
Maybe another time.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Noc.
number 7, Noc.
This is going to be another one that I feel like comes totally out of left field.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
What? Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's probably one of the coolest like farming sim kind of games that I've ever played. The attention to detail in terms of like the characters is incredibly rich, like way more than you would think like on the surface. Yeah, just like it's one of the one of the games that I've sunk like tons of hours into because it's just a genuinely enjoyable game.
There you go. All right, Cord, how about you? Numero 7.
Yeah, this one y'all are gonna completely understand and get. It's a Final Fantasy IX. Square Enix,
Yes.
once again outdone themselves as far as
Yes.
technical execution,
Yes.
visual artistry,
Yes.
building a fantasy
Yes.
world that I can be content to simply stare at.
Yes.
Remembering years past when all these things struck an internal chord for the first time, wondering how a game console could hold images this beautiful. I think the best part of this game is Kuja, the main bad guy, which blends a little of Kefka's cackling villainy from Final Fantasy VI and plenty of the sexual lust that made Sephiroth such a hit with the ladies. This is just a banger of a game.
When the hell did you play this and how did I not hear about this?
This
What the
motherfucker
hell,
had the
man?
whole thing written down.
Oh my god, I love that game.
Yeah, no, joke's on fucking you. I just went to the IGN review for Final Fantasy IX. Number 7 is Modern Warfare 2, bitches. Come on. What the fuck you thought this was?
I quit. I'm gonna walk. I'm walking out. I'm walking out. I'm walking out. This is stupid. You betrayed my feelings and now I'm leaving. There you go.
Got you baited. This man really thought I'd not only play a Final Fantasy game, but it would end up in my top 10. Come on. Come
That
on.
is fucking hilarious. Like, I thought you had written something down, like, put a lot of effort into it for this just one game out of nowhere. Oh my god. And like when you said it, I'm like, I didn't know you played Final Fantasy games.
You're evil. You're evil.
No, I did this in the last previous top 5 list.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. I talked about Pokemon Black and White.
Oh, you did too.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that's
And
right.
I had a feeling
I hate it, man.
feeling you wouldn't remember I did that off the top while I was doing it, so I'd be
That
safe.
is,
Rerun
God.
the same bit.
what a play.
Modern Warfare 2. I think it's the best whole package of a COD. I think it's
Which one? Are you talking about the new one or the old
No,
one?
absolutely. If I said the new one, it'd be Modern Warfare 2 2022. Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking about Modern Warfare 2. The real Modern Warfare 2. The only one that fucking matters. That one. With the best campaign in the series. The greatest gun balance of the series. Maybe with some of the best maps in the series. Not the best modes. And co-op is just fucking amazing. Still
Honestly,
play it to
I'm
this
gonna have
day.
to disagree with you on most of that.
Oh.
That's okay.
Shots fired. Shots
Okay,
fired.
well, okay, maybe not most of that. I think Black Ops 2 is still like leaps and bounds better. I cannot stand most of the maps in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's fair. But there's just something about Modern Warfare 2 that's just like peak pure COD gunness, where it's just like every fucking gun kills in 2 fucking bullets. It's just, you know what? Go have
Yeah.
fucking fun.
I get that. There was that one map that I cannot stand. It was like reminded me of like GoldenEye. It was like snowy.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
I thought that map was fucking trash.
You just gotta get used to the pacing of it.
That's fair. So
I mean-
Black Ops 2 isn't on your list at all?
Nah, only one COD game's on the list. I love Black Ops
Wow.
2. If I could have Modern Warfare 2 with the game modes of Black Ops 2, that's my dream game right there.
That's fair. I almost put Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 on my list.
Now, we would have had a problem.
All right, moving on.
Number 6. Muzi.
Yes. So Final Fantasy 9.
No way.
It was on my list. So,
This is too good. This is just too good.
I really like the game.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. It is my favorite Final Fantasy game because
too
it's.
funny.
I'm sorry. This was not planned. It's my favorite game because it's a return to the franchise's like whimsical medieval kind of feel, And I was like, oh, there's magic like integrated into society, which I talked about. I loved having, dude, you literally set it up so perfectly. I'm so upset. The disappointment was so real whenever you were like, psyched.
Dude, I had no idea you even liked Final Fantasy 9. I had no idea you even played that one.
It's like my favorite game.
It's too funny.
Like, favorite game in Final Fantasy. It's like, all the emotional stuff with Vivi. The storytelling is amazing. Like some of the characters that you think are annoying, like get redeemed, and they just end up kind of like goofy. Like Steiner's whole thing is just like, he's kind of a goof. He's like, I don't know. His heart's in the right place. Sometimes he doesn't know exactly what's happening, but he's just doing his best, man. And like, it's just so good. And it's got that active time gauge, whatever combat, and I like that. So there you go. Thanks for shitting on my dreams, man.
Of course.
All right, Noc. Number 6.
Number 6, Battlefield 4.
Whoa, okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I get it.
I cannot think of an FPS that I've spent more time on. Like
Black Ops 2?
No, I don't think so.
You have over 1,000 hours in Black Ops 4 too?
That's probably true.
Whoa, okay.
I think I played Battlefield 4 more back in the day, because that was when I was a bit of personal shit here, but that was back when I was between dropping out of that college thing and either getting a job or going into like another college or something, like, because like I literally just for like a solid year and a half just did nothing but play this game.
Wow.
That's fun. What a life, man. All right, Cord. Numero 6.
Number 6. Breath of the Wild.
Hey, my man.
Absolutely. I had put Breath of the Wild on my play later list, as I was always kind of afraid that, I'm not the biggest into open world games and that I would be the one fucker in the room that just hates Breath of the Wild. But nah, that was not the case. This is an impeccable game with impeccable open world design. And I think the best part of the game, or the best design philosophy in the game, is the weapon durability. I am a complete and solid 100% defender of that mechanic in the game. It makes complete and total sense, and it's brilliant as it fixes open world games one of their major weaknesses of, maybe getting into an area that you're a little overpowered or a little underpowered for, and then you get overpowered weapons, and then just the rest of the game is completely easier. With the weapon durability, you can only have like a level 20 friggin' hammer that you got from one random shrine for a couple battles, and then it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, off the horse, off the soapbox.
Yeah, you're good. My next one is Gran Turismo 2.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I don't even think this is necessarily the best entry in the series, but it's the one that I love the most. I spent so many hours on this, tuning up a little Honda Civic. I don't even remember what it was. It was like in real life, it's one of the lightest Civics that you can buy. Like, they're so light once you gut them that they don't sell them anymore. Like, it gets better gas mileage than a Prius just because it's how light it is. But I loved having that car just on this racetrack and figuring out like all the race physics. What do I need to upgrade? What do I need to like repair my tire? Like, I don't know what it was, but playing that game was so like calming in the menus, and that's in
the
big
music.
part to the music.
Yes.
The music. Oh, the music is so good in that game. But then it was like white knuckle driving whenever you're out on the racetrack and you're just like, ah! And I freaking love that. So boom, Gran Turismo 2.
It's kind of funny because like that is like literally the only like racing game that I've ever played or enjoyed. Except for like a couple other ones, like
you didn't.
Need for
What
Speed.
about whenever we had that whole like month or two long.
Need for Speed Heat? What was it?
Whenever we played Need for Speed Heat, yeah.
Yeah, that actually is pretty fun. But like in terms of childhood memories, like my brother got that game for his PlayStation. Was it on PlayStation or PS2?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it wasn't PS1. And
It was a 2-disc game.
that's right, it was too.
Yep.
That is like some serious like fucking core childhood memory shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember just sitting on the fucking couch Saturday morning, playing before everybody else has gotten up, just playing games on my massive fucking CRT. I say massive, it was like probably like 26-inch or something like that. It was like the main TV,
Well,
but it was like a CRT
you were a tiny
TV.
child.
Yeah, man. God,
There you
that
go.
game was so good.
All right, what about your number? What was that, 5 or 6?
Number 5 now.
Number 5.
5. Okay, yeah.
Unreal Tournament 2004.
Ooh, okay.
Mainly because of like a lot of these games I'm like referencing because of not like you were talking about how you're talking about whether or not you would recommend them. I'm talking about them in terms of more of like a significance to my life kind of.
Well, sorry for clarity's sake, it's not just like recommend. It is also like I genuinely enjoy these games.
No, that's fair.
Like,
that's
that is
fair.
a factor in this.
Yeah. Like
Sorry.
these are some of the games that I've got on here generally aren't games that other people may enjoy, but to me that they were like a big deal in terms of my life, I guess. But Unreal Tournament, I got into that when I was in high school, and my friends in high school had like an Unreal Tournament clan, and we played in like actual competitive in the actual competitive scene a little bit. We were fucking horrible. But I remember it was fucking hilarious because like we played in this tournament getting absolutely smashed by every single competitive team. We were not good. We were fucking dumbass kids. And I must have done something wrong to piss my parents off because they were like, you're not allowed to use a computer today. That was the way they got to discipline me or like threaten me, was like they would tell me not to use the computer and they would ban me from using the computer because that was the only thing I fucking care about. So there was a one round in this like competitive season that we could like actually conceivably beat this team because they were also like amateurs as well. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't allowed to use the computer that day. I had done something to piss my parents off. And I pleaded with them. I said, I need to be a part of this game. This is the most important game. This is the only game we could possibly win. And they're like, no. and they came home a bit later. The actual game in that day was before they came home from work. And I was thinking,
oh no.
I told them, I said, I need to be a part of this game. And they say, if you use the computer, you're getting banned off the computer for a month. Lo and behold, they came home and I had just finished the game.
Oh my gosh.
We won.
Dude.
We won too.
Hey, let's go.
But my parents were reasonable enough to understand how much this meant to me, and they didn't ban me from using the computer for a month.
Oh, okay. There you go. Nice.
Long-winded story from my childhood.
Yeah. No, that was cool. All right, Cord. How about you?
Number 5, Max Payne.
Ooh, holy shit.
Let's go, my man.
Yeah. This is gonna be a game.
I'll be right back,
Be a
but I'm
game that
listening.
all of you youngsters have never heard about. It's a classic from the year of our Lord and Savior 2000, released by Remedy, owned by Rockstar at the time. It is a combination of like a 1970s crime noir game, third person, plus the ability to matrix like bullet time, dodge bullets in real time. It is one of the most funnest games that creates just naturally cinematic moments within the gameplay. It's fucking awesome. And the graphics, even though they're graphics from the 2000s, it's still, the art style absolutely holds up.
Back then, they were fantastic.
And today, it's still fantastic.
Dude, dolphin diving into crowds of people with like the two like automatic weapons, just like
exactly.
in
Oh my
bullet
God.
time. Oh my gosh,
Nothing like it.
so funny.
Max Payne has one of the most incredible atmospheres that I've ever like seen in a game. It's incredibly grungy and horrific, but it is incredibly powerful.
Great game. If you've never played it,
Heck
great
yeah.
on controller.
All right. Do we want to kind of rush through these next ones because
Why,
we are
why
we're at 40
are you
minutes.
rushing? That's what the episode is.
I don't know, man. Oh, that
I've got
is
nothing
okay,
else to
then let's
talk
do
about,
it.
really.
Exactly.
I do.
I mean, there's one thing I want to talk about, but you know, it won't take too long.
Oh yeah.
The number 4.
All right,
Muzi.
number 4. Okay, Mario Odyssey. There's not much else I can say here. Game's a banger.
didn't say
Movement's
Mario
great.
Wii.
Music is
You didn't say Mario Wii. I fucking dare you.
I like Mario Odyssey more. So yeah.
Wrong opinions are allowed to be had.
I liked it when Mario put his hat on the frog and it became a frog. It was really cool. So yeah. Anyways, that's all. Noc.
I don't know if this. I don't know if this like if I'm allowed to do this. Doom, all of them.
You're not allowed to do that.
I'm not allowed
You're
to do that?
There's
that.
way too
Okay.
many. There's
Alright,
too
fuck
many
it.
Doom games. You have to pick. If
Yeah.
you're gonna say Doom, you got to pick one. One
Doom
comes to the
Eternal.
top. Okay.
Doom 2. Oh, Doom Eternal.
Yeah, I just think that I like that they added some rich lore to it. The old ones are still incredibly fun, even if they don't really have much of a meaning. But yeah, they did a really great job with Doom
Alright.
Eternal, even though they fucked over Mick Gordon.
All right, then, Cord.
Number 4. Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
okay. All right.
One of
It's an
the
oddball choice.
one of the best games of a certain genre that I shall not name ever created. If you have not played it, go play it. It's got the Cord seal of approval, which means a lot. It wouldn't be in my top 4 if it was just a graphic novel with
Just a
anime
cute
girls.
graphic
novel.
I'm not that horny, I swear.
Yeah, sure.
All right, number 3.
Numero tres. I have Pokemon Black and White. It's just a solid one. It's the one. It's got really good music. Like all the characters and stuff are really fun. The cities are unique and interesting, and I like it. So, and I had to put something Pokemon on here. So, Gen 5 it is. Noc.
Number 3, World of Warcraft.
Oh,
Before playing World of Warcraft, I always hated the idea of like Western fantasy games. I was always like a lot more into, I would say like Japanese or for the most part like Asian fantasy games. But I eventually got hooked on World of Warcraft and I kind of came around to it. And I would say World of Warcraft is one of my most played games, like on an hourly basis. I think apart from the next 2 games in my list, I've played WoW more than anything.
dang. Okay then. All right, Cord.
Number 3. Halo 3.
No. Oh yeah. I love Halo 3.
Best multiplayer. Best multiplayer. Arguably best campaign. No, second best campaign only to ODST and Forge.
Yeah.
And
Good reason.
soundtrack, you know. But almost every Halo game has that, but soundtrack.
Fair enough.
Can't beat it. All right.
Good stuff.
Number 2. What was the game that was impactful for you but just couldn't quite take the cake? Muzi.
Half-Life Alex.
Oh,
Remember,
Okay.
I have these in no particular order, by the way.
No, number 2,
I
Half-Life
picked them.
Alex. That's right there.
Okay, then. All right. Well, then that makes my number 1 very disappointing.
This is your fault.
Half-Life Alex. I'm sorry.
what part
very
of
sick.
top 10 do you not
And,
understand?
Right.
I'm sorry.
Like he went top 10. He was like, yeah, this list isn't in order, and it's in it's games I would recommend.
Oh my god, shut up. All right, I'm too sick to deal with you being like this, and I'm going to ignore you now. You're being ignored. Half-Life Alyx.
How dare you ignore me?
One of, if not the best VR games that you can buy. This game is fantastic. It's funny. It's got cool graphics. It's in the Half-Life universe, so that's automatic points up. And it just really broke ground, like with innovations in VR gaming. I don't know. It's another one of those games, similar to Tears of the Kingdom, where every time that I play it, I never come away with like, oh man, I'm so mad at the game, or like, man, that session sucked. No, I freaking love it every single time that I played it. I played it through like I think twice now, so it's a good one. All right, Noc.
Number 2.
Minecraft.
Ooh, big moves. I like it.
Yeah, I think specifically speaking, modded Minecraft.
Okay, he admits it. All right, we're okay. All right. No offense.
Admits what?
It's modded Minecraft. That's good.
Yeah, man,
not
modded
Minecraft.
Minecraft is the fucking best.
I like the okay.
Just in terms of like things you can do, things you can build, the intricacies of building. I don't know, just like say for example, applied energistics and mechanism, all those really cool mods that just do really, really cool shit.
Yeah, I just think Minecraft's mid. Only overhyped because people would have nostalgia for it, or they're a young kid themselves. Or
I'm a beach.
I'll admit I disagree with that a little bit. I think vanilla Minecraft is still pretty awesome.
I mean, I think it's
you.
fine. It's like a good 7 out of 10, but it's like I feel like it absolutely gets boring after a while.
I mean, yeah, but that's the whole point of the game is to make your own fun. Like you like think of like, oh, now that I've like made a little society for myself, do I want to like build something huge in survival world that people go, whoa, or do I want to like make a roller coaster? Do I want to like have a mega farm? Like, what do I like? It's you make your own things, you know?
Sure,
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yes, chord.
BioShock.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. Spicy.
Yeah, it's the best single player shooter campaign that's out there, in my opinion. With one of the coolest atmospheres, coolest stories, and greatest plots, and even plot twists. Saying that there's a plot twist.
Ooh.
Just saying that there's a plot twist in the game won't fucking spoil anything because you just don't see it coming. But
would you kindly not spoil it?
Fair enough.
Thank you, Noc, for the kind warning and the kind remarks, but I will absolutely not spoil it. Don't even worry about it, okay? Would you kindly mind your own fucking business?
Fair enough.
Rude.
All right. Now,
Number 1.
numero uno. Muzi, what do you think is the greatest, or what is your favorite game of all time?
This is gonna be very anticlimactic.
Just say it.
Guitar Hero 3: Legends of Rock.
That's actually kind of base. What the fuck? That's like a base pick. What
Yeah, it's a great game.
the fuck are you talking about? That's gonna be disappointing.
Well, I don't know, man.
Based in Red Pill.
Like there's other games that I like
Based
more
in Red
other
Pill.
than that, but this
He likes
game,
Guitar Hero 3. It's his favorite game of all time, guys.
you know what? Yeah, it is. This game was such a major part of my childhood. Like, I watched my older brother play this in awe that he could like hit like 4 notes in a row just because I was like a tiny baby, and it also instilled in me like just a love of rock and roll that I still treasure today. Yeah, and like all the music is stuff that me and my older brother can relate to and like bond over. And same with my dad, like because he grew up in a time where rock and roll was king, and so the game's soundtrack really like, I don't know, it's helped me a lot through life and in relationships with people, and so I really appreciate this rock. Also, it's Guitar Hero, dude. It's just fun. It's just a grand old time to play that.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
there you go. All right, Noc, what you got?
I feel like you guys already know this. Ragnarok
Just
Online.
Dance. Oh, dang it.
Well, what do you think it was?
I said Just Dance. I don't think you could have heard of
Oh
that.
my god, I thought you said Just Answer.
No. I was thinking DDR, but
Yeah,
Just
I was
Dance
surprised
came out.
DDR
Yeah.
wasn't in
Holy
your top
shit,
10.
how did I not put DDR on here?
Yeah, like you forgot DDR, you
Oh
forgot
my-
Bioshock,
There's too much. There's too much to even put in a list of 10.
which is why you take a couple.
dear
which is why
gracious.
you like think through it for like a couple minutes. Maybe not slobber together 30 seconds before we hit record. Just
I mean,
food for
fair.
thought. just spitball.
Call him out,
Just
man.
spitballing here.
Yeah, I didn't spend a little bit before the podcast looking up what was the best-selling game in 2001, what was the best-selling game in 2000, what was the best-selling game in 1999, and then just stringing up a
Oh my
list of.
gosh.
I will admit some of them came from me looking shit up. Yeah, I probably could have put DDR on the list. It probably should have taken at least probably Stardew Valley. But yeah, Ragnarok Online. Nothing can beat the way playing that game back in its old school days felt. The community behind it, the game, it was the first MMO that I ever played. So the idea of literally walking around a town and there's real people there that are saying real things, having real conversations with each other. That kind of mechanic as well as there were competitive things in Ragnarok Online called War of Imperium, which is every weekend, Saturday at midday, they would enable this game essentially where the guilds in this game could compete and take over the castles. And whenever somebody took over the castle, the guild who owned the castle at that point gets warped out, and all these guilds have to essentially fight for it again. It's kind of a little bit I guess King of the Hill kind of a thing. But if you had ownership of the castle, at the end of War of Imperium, when the time cutoff was, you would own that castle for the next week, and your guild logo would be displayed in the middle of the towns for that castle, because it was depending on how much they enabled, because it was kind of depending on how many players there were, they would enable and disable certain castles, because it was just a lot. But yeah, it was a really cool game mode kind of a thing. And then all of the mechanics of it has kind of Pokemon-esque, and Pokemon probably didn't come up with it, but the idea of attacks being elemental and armor types being elemental, and if you knew somebody had a certain armor type, say somebody had a lightning type armor, you could use ground type attacks on it, kind of a thing. So it had that, as well as the idea of Pokemon monsters in the game would all have a type of card that had a 0.01% chance drop, and that card was say for example, there's a monster called a Porring. It had a card that it could drop that was a Porring card, and that card specifically had an effect that you could insert into weapons or armor or something like that. Certain armors and weapons had slots for the cards to go into. And I know that's a mechanic that that has been used in a lot of different games. I think World of Warcraft has it, the gem socket kind of a thing. But yeah, there's there's so many mechanics in this game that I thought were just absolutely fantastic. And it's just been the best game I've ever played.
Dang. There you go.
Wow.
I like it.
So, Cord,
All
what's
right.
your number one?
All right, Cord.
Number one.
Oh, come
Greatest-
on. We already know what that is.
Greatest game of all time. Final Fantasy VII.
Stop it.
Undertale.
Yep. Saw that coming.
I don't know what else you expected. If you haven't played this indie classic, you're missing out on one of the greatest pieces of art ever created in the history of the medium of art. Great characters, great music, great story. Go play it.
True.
I totally
Yep.
understand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many games
All right,
to fit
then.
in a list of
know.
10. I feel like Undertale could be on my list. DDR definitely should have been. I totally blanked on that. And there was a few that you guys said that I'm like, yeah, that totally should be on the list.
Well, that's the point of these lists, right? It's
So next episode we'll come up with our top
we can
20.
bounce off of each other.
No, you got it.
I don't want to do that.
Next time we'll have to actually get people to make a top 10 list.
I did.
All right.
What do you mean? Wait, I did make a top 10 list. That's what this whole episode
being
has been.
facetious, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all good.
All right. Well, with what little time that we have, let's talk about some interesting little news.
Yeah, interesting little news.
Yeah, so something very interesting to me, and probably like a couple other like Super Nintendo nerds. In Nintendo New York, there's like a little history museum of like all the consoles, and it looks really cool. They're all in glass cases. It's super neat. But recently, they took away one of my favorite entries at this museum, and that is the Game Boy that survived the Gulf War bombing. It was a huge I don't know what the word is. It was like a huge thing that gave like props to Nintendo. I can't think of the word. To Nintendo about the durability of their consoles, which still pretty much holds up today. I mean, Switches are kind of hard to break unless you go for the screen. And like, I don't know. I just thought it was always so fascinating and cool that this Game Boy survived like a bombing in a war and then still worked and played Tetris for like however many years that they had it on display. But they finally took it down just the other week, I think, or maybe a couple days ago. I don't remember exactly. Fortunately, the Game Boy is still alive, still functions, and they still have it. It's just now they're keeping it at the Redmond, Washington Nintendo headquarters.
I was going to say, like, what's the reasoning behind taking it down?
I don't know. It's kind of sad because, like, I would always see pictures of that thing, and, like, I have a picture on my phone because I went to go and see it. And I've always been like, man, that's, like, the coolest thing ever, that this thing, like, it survives and it works, and, like, it's this super duper, like, damaged piece of old technology that still functions to this day. Like, a lot of older, like, heck, some computers barely last like 10 years and then they brick themselves, right? Like, so
there's kind of a reason for that.
Soft spot. Yeah, I know, but like, it was a little soft spot for me where I was like, oh, they retired the cool Game Boy.
Yeah, it's probably some executive in Nintendo HQ that was like, fuck this. I want it over here. I want it in my office. I want to see it every day.
I'm pretty sure that they just replaced it with something different. Definitely nothing as cool, but you know. So yeah, a little bit of niche news, but something interesting nonetheless.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about?
Yeah. There's this one
right,
one indie game that was announced. Heart of the Blade. It's a combination of a ninja hack and slash and Assassin's Creed stealth world. It's developed by Tua Studios. You've heard of them, right, Muzi?
Yes.
Yeah. They're famous for 2 of these nuts in your fucking mouth. Got him.
Oh.
Damn,
I was lying the whole time.
Yeah, I know you were. Jesus.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a speed run getting that in this
I can't believe you.
I told you I'd remember that one, Chief.
Wait, okay, this might put us over our time limit, but what was the thing with the ukulele apology thingy? Like, I swear, I saw like one video about it and I was like, this is stupid.
It was fucking, was it Mariah Singh's really famous YouTuber from like 2016 who's massively fallen off, was basically in a bunch of group chat with younger fans, and we mean younger, like way younger fans.
Like 13.
Like 13, 14. It became her own, like... She trauma dumped about her divorce to a bunch of 13, 14-year-olds, just sent very weird messages, and it came out, and she made a 10-minute video of her on the ukulele saying she was not a child groomer. If you had to break out the ukulele to sing that you are not a child groomer, I think you've already lost the battle. If that was
that is the most suspicious thing.
I think it was a little bit worse than you were making it out to be, because I think there was some things that were actually more, I guess, sexual with these people. But
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird situation. I don't even care about talking about the nuance of it. It's just like, okay, weird YouTuber
weird relations with child fans. Been there, done that. It's just okay.
Yeah, I saw the only update to that story that I saw was that one of the victims like made an apology video back, and he was also playing ukulele or something.
Jesus
I didn't see
I was
that.
like,
That's funny.
It's like, he's damaged, but at least he's got a good heart about it. We can make a joke.
God.
All right, y'all. Well, that is all of the time that we have. This was really fun, you guys. Just kind of reflecting back on childhoods and like talking about our favorite games. It was nice, very chill.
Can't wait to do it again next year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and next year we'll make sure Noc spends a little bit more than 30 seconds on the list, and Muzi makes sure that it's the top 10 of all time, not relatability.
I had like a lot of games that I wanted to put on this list, and I already knew. And then I like fucking drawing a blank for like the last 5 or so games, so I started looking up shit.
Oh dear
That's
gracious.
too funny.
Feel the need to defend myself.
All right. Well, hopefully next week I won't be sick anymore.
Don't be
because
sick.
good Lord,
Sick of this.
it sucks. And dude, I just ran out of cough drops too.
Oh.
So like we about to start hurting again. So yeah. Anyways, we appreciate you guys so much for listening to this all the way through. If you did, and now it's time for socials. So Noc, tell us where we can find you on the internet.
You can find me on the internet at nocv.net. That is my website, and you can see me on You can hear me on Spotify at noc.v.
Said the who.
He did.
He said the what?
He said the what?
He said the dot.
He said the huh?
He said the dot.
He said the bot.
He said the dot.
He said the dot. Ow, that hurt.
Says you're right.
Oof.
Cord, where can we
you.
find you?
You can find me at cord_gamer everywhere that matters. Muzi, where can we find you?
You can find me on my deathbed whenever I die to a cold in like 2 days. You can also find me on Twitter at itsmusio, spelled MUZI0H. And you can now finally find me on Twitch again at twitch.tv/musio. Same spelling, because I have Wi-Fi again, and I will still be streaming starting, I think, like after the 6th, maybe, or on the 6th. Who knows? Yeah, it'll happen when it happens. You'll see it.
It'll happen when it happens.
Again, thank you all for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye. See ya. Bye. See ya.